Hey guys, Ron here, and over the last year, I released 4 videos where I randomly generated a bunch of attributes like a type combo and an environment, and the 4 Poketubers I invited had to figure out how to design a Pokemon based on these traits. Once they handed in their designs, I redrew their Fakemon in the official Pokemon art style and even threw in my own design into the mix. And the guests had to vote for their favorites without knowing whose was whose. You guys absolutely loved the last 4, so here's part 5 with brand new guests. Let's see if the winner is one of their Fakemon or the one I secretly made. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see a potential part 6, which could possibly be a Champions episode with all the previous winners.
Hello, Tess.
Hello, Ron. Hello, everybody. My name's Cecilily.
I'm ready to draw, so let's see what we've got. Environment. A bright, futuristic city full of greenery.
Very solar punk. I think it fits nicely with Pokemon.
Cheerful yet ruthless.
So yeah, I'm just thinking of Porygon right now, especially Porygon 2.
I don't know how to do that, but okay.
Type Steel Water.
That's gonna like instantly make me think of Empoleon.
And the still water type might be a little domestic robot that does water things around your house. I'm not sure.
It being like a robot, maybe. I'm still thinking like Porygon 2 right now. Okay, hang on. Let me just try and visualize this before we even get into anything else.
We do have starter level stats though.
So it's a pretty strong Pokemon actually.
Respectfully, I kind of hate this build.
I'm about to make just a Porygon 2 right now. I feel like
I'm thinking maybe a little more Rotom-y.
Some orange. That could be the neck, for the duck Porygon that I'm thinking about making. It's got a pretty nice color scheme, and to top it all off, the ability levitate.
This is certainly a futuristic robot.
So maybe, I don't know if this is against the rules, but I kind of want to make a branch evolution of Porygon 2 into Porygon 3, where it's not corrupted by a dubious disc. It's like maybe it gets like a non-dubious disc or something.
Flying drones to put out fires.
Like I'm thinking some kind of like steel orb that kind of like you would have like a water fountain, and then it like has levitate because it does that primarily, but then I don't know if that would mean that it really has levitate. I don't know, like a living bridge? I mean, that kind of does sound like a futuristic nature thing.
I have no idea what to do with that orange, but the other colors kind of scream water and steel to me.
This is such a hard like concept to make, man. Oh my God. Ooh, perhaps, okay, hold up. Perhaps it creates its own levitation by being something steel or something robotic that propels itself with water. So this is water. Okay, how about this? A floating island that's like a hot dog. When surfaces are unclean, plants are going unattended, and people are littering and destroying this perfect utopian city. In those instances, it uses hydro propulsion to move itself at fast speeds and slam its own body into criminals. I mean, lithium floats. Actually, wait, lithium is used in batteries. You have lithium batteries. Maybe this Pokemon could be some kind of disposed thing that was tossed in water, like some kind of old Game Boy, and then it came to life, and then it floated up. I don't know what I'm saying.
So basically, I created Sprinkler. I really wanted to go with a Pokemon that was more, solar punk. I was a little bit interested in that for a few videos I did last year. And I don't know, this robotic flower that like goes around protecting the flowers of this futuristic city. It's also a sprinkler, but it's like gets very angry if you mess with the flowers. So it's almost like an overbearing mom, it's like, I am a robotic flower, I love my flowers, I'm gonna water them, I'm gonna like create rainbows where I pass through, but don't mess with my flowers, otherwise I'm gonna get very angry and hydro pump you.
Oh, perfect. Okay, that's kind of what I expected everybody to do, and it's kind of similar to something that I had in mind, but I have a feeling everybody else is gonna do like a robot, so I'm probably not gonna do this. But no, a watering drone is totally what I think makes sense. I like the flower motif, but I guess I'm just gonna streamline and make it even more explicitly a flower. It does look both ancient and futuristic with that eye, so it's a really good addition. And I guess I'll combine that solar panel on top with the, propellers on top that look like petals, but I'll make it look more like a petal, because it technically doesn't even need propellers since it levitates regardless. I think I'm also gonna make those hoses that go around it look more like the stamen of a flower instead. Those little antennas on top,
Okay, so we have a sort of helicopter drone style thing. You've got your main body that serves as the water tank, okay? And it then pours water down onto the fire. You may think, oh, gee, this has like propellers, so it's a flying type, but no. And then you have the red light because it's an emergency vehicle / device Pokemon. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Drizzone.
Drizzone, okay. I mean, it's definitely a simple drawing, but I can understand it completely, except for, I don't know if that's water below it or wind. I'm gonna assume it's watering. Again, we're gonna have a lot of watering drones, I assume. Right now, it's just a drone that sprinkles water. I think I'm gonna have to give it more of like a motif or like a concept, I guess. Cause so in order to differentiate it from the previous one, maybe it cries tears of passion. Cause again, it's very happy, but it's ruthless whenever there's fire, I would assume. So it's crying. And I'll take some inspiration from like retro futuristic robots from media, I guess, like TV and film, to give it more of like a mid-century modern look.
I thought of a Game Boy being thrown in water from like the 1990s or whatever, and then just staying there dormant for like 100 years, for then to just come to life in the water somehow and float up and start becoming a Pokemon that levitates. Because, you know, Game Boys did use lithium batteries, and lithium is lighter in density of water, so it will float. And then maybe that's the whole lore why it levitates, you know, becomes a Pokemon.
Oh, okay, at least it's not a drone. This one kind of makes less sense though, since it's, I mean, I assume more like electric ghost, like a Rotom. It is very Rotom-y, but it is very cute. Love the way they use the color. Again, the color's a little too similar to Rotom and like Porygon, but it's my job to make sure that it looks like a unique Pokemon. I think this will end up like a fan favorite because it's gonna be cute. I'm probably not gonna change much, honestly. It's gonna be the one that's unchanged the most because then it won't look like what Dobbs gave me.
So I made something really dark. I made something, for me, like this was like a happy, fun utopia thing, and it became horrifying. This is Hydretinal, the utopic Pokemon, and as you can see, it's got a steel-encased body, but inside this body is a multi-headed organism, a Pokemon that is trapped. You can see its eyes are always watching you, but don't worry, I'm sure it's fine. Its emotions are being displayed on a screen. Happy, after all. It is genuinely happy when it's watering the plant life of our beautiful city, but will stop at nothing to pursue those its trainer deems as a criminal. And it goes by the codename Happy 2.0 or H2O. Don't ask about what happened to version 1.
Oh snap, okay, so Toby gave me, I guess this is the third like watering drone. It has hoses, tentacles. Honestly, I'm gonna probably make this more an actual animal. That way it differentiates it from the flower and the more robotic drone that we have previously. This one will probably look more like a jellyfish. Again, just so that we don't have 3 robots with hoses, you know? Same thing with the screen on the face. Again, I actually really like, this is my favorite drawing of the 4, but since we're working with Pokemon, I'm gonna have to change it a lot, even though I do like what I'm looking at. But the number one thing I'm changing is gonna be the screen on the face, because we already have that for the previous entry. And again, we already have too much overlap with the robots and the drones and the technology. We gotta change them up a little bit. So I'll make the face look more like a Pokemon's face instead of, you know, like a screen. But I love the asymmetrical line. I'll hopefully still incorporate that. And of course, I'm gonna have to change the colors because technically that's not even the colors that that I gave him. So that's the thing now, because it's my job to not make pretty much what they did, I'm not gonna be able to do a robot anymore. I wasn't gonna do a robot. I was gonna probably do like a bird or something, but I don't want it to look like a drone. So I'm gonna make something that looks more like a statue. It's gonna look more animalistic, less robotic than everybody else's, so it can look a little different. So we don't have 5 robots. So in order to make it more animalistic, I'm gonna take inspiration from a seahorse so that it looks like a nymph. Imagine a statue that shoots water, but then at night, it's relieved of its post and goes and just slices criminals. Something that looks pretty during the day, but like scary at night.
Okay, Pokemon number 1.
Oh, Springler, okay.
Whoa.
Woohoo! Okay, let's go, my god, it's Sprinkler! Okay, number 1. That's huge.
Okay, Sprinkler, a steel water type Pokemon. Of course it's water steel. Why wouldn't it? They're all water steel.
It got much more pointy than what I had going on.
I'm not really sure what this is. It kind of looks like a solar panel that, you know, you get electricity from.
I love the solar panel. This is very solar punk.
But I like that, again, we've kind of gone for like the drone thing with the Sprinkler. Is this mine? Is this mine?
Is this is this the one that I made?
I like the eyeball. Kind of looks like a Kirby character. That's cool.
I don't think so, right? It's not. No, but it's actually kind of close.
And I love this shiny. Oh my god, it's so pink.
I feel like this could be mine. I'm actually just not 100% sure because it's like it fits the same mold, but is that because somebody else came up with the idea? I definitely didn't have the idea of a robotic flower.
But I think the shiny makes it very much more flowery, and I do love that. That's so cool.
For sure. I'm wondering if all these Fakemon have like some kind of robotic feature. I don't think this is mine. I think this is somebody else's that they've gone for something similar.
My original design has like the hoses going all in and around and like kind of electric cables. Now it's lit. No, the stamen is so clever.
This kind-hearted Pokemon is very protective of the flowers that it waters
and will get aggressive if foes threaten their well-being. Its hoses are powered by the sun. When happy, it leaves rainbows in its path. Yeah, that is not my dystopian mess.
Oh, that's so cool. The solar panel.
Oh my god, I would definitely shiny hunt for Sprinkler. No way. That's so nice.
Gardening is apparently the theme that ties.
Man, this thing like already wins. What? I love it.
All right, Pokemon number 2. Let's see this. All right, Drizzone. Okay. Drizzone. Okay. Is everyone going for the same thing? Wait, hang on.
Drizzone. Okay, everybody's going with robots.
I think that's mine, right? That's mine.
Oh, I love the face too. I just noticed the face on it. It's like crying.
I like that he took the idea of it crying. I think that's kind of fun.
I really like the face. It reminds me of the robot from the Jetsons.
Maybe it's like a distant cousin of Rotom.
I think it's a very discreet shiny, but that makes it very game freaky, you know?
I kind of imagine this Pokemon starting out as like a little sprinkler stub that's like, you know, planted in the ground. And then it kind of evolves into like this drone. Right, I mean, I guess they all live in a futuristic city filled with greenery. I feel like everyone else's names are better than mine. The Beacon Pokemon. So maybe this one evolves into a giant Zeppelin balloon full of water where it just pours rain. When this empathetic Pokemon senses a fire, its beacon lights up and it speeds towards the source of the flames to put them out with its tears.
It's a water type that cries.
It has a ruthless hatred for those who are irresponsible with fire.
That's my guy right there.
It cries out the fire?
I love what took place here. And any feelings of hesitation towards me liking it is from my creation.
All right, here's the third Pokemon here. Oh, okay. Fonthespian.
Okay, now we're getting spicy.
Now this looks like a Final Evolution Pokemon to me.
This one reminds me a little bit of Kingdra, actually. Fonthespian.
You know, we do need a Queendra. Oh, that's cool. Okay, this is cool. I like this because it's obviously very, very different. It's water steel. I keep saying it's water steel because it's the first thing you read about Pokemon. They're all water steel. It's got like a mask on it. So I wonder if that mask is part of its body or if it's a Pokemon that kind of, you know, wears armor, you know?
It has the levitate. It's kind of a ballerina.
So I wonder if it like skips and runs on water here. The performing Pokemon. Oh, that's cool. It's an actor. It's a thespian.
Okay, it's nice to see that like not everyone went with the exact same idea.
Okay, this one is a little bit more fish-like. I think the other designs were going heavily on the robot, and I think with a futuristic city and levitate, it's kind of hard not to go for robot.
I like the little Greek god wings on his feet, you know? Hermes, yeah, he's the guy who delivers all the mail. It's like a humanoid seahorse, but I kind of like it. I like the weird going on here. I'm a big fan of this one.
This Pokemon flutters from building to building, performing for citygoers by skillfully shooting water from its snout.
As it poses like a statue.
Oh, it does pose like a statue. It's very, like, bardic.
Oh, the description makes it even better.
At night, it patrols the city from up high, dropping down to slice criminals with its sharp fins.
I guess it's like the Palafin of the land, I guess. It's kind of a water fountain Pokemon that came to life.
I do think it's very cool. And the shiny is also looking quite statue-like. It's very bronze.
The shiny is like copper. So cool.
It's a solid design. It makes sense for a water fountain Pokemon to be a steel water type.
I think this one thought a little bit more outside the box, and I do value that a lot.
All right, next Pokemon. Oh, it's my Pokemon. Wait, is this my Pokemon? No, it's not. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is.
Console. Oh, console's good. Hold up.
Console.
Oh, Console! Oh my god, I love Console! Wait, Console is so good!
It looks like you renamed it to Console.
It's like Rotom, but it's a Game Boy. Wait, I love Console so much.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense than Gamby 2. You know, I guess Gamby 2 was kind of more inspired by Porygon, but
The shiny's good too.
yeah, I like that name, Console. Like, it has a soul. It's a console that came to life. It has a soul now.
Well, if that just isn't the cutest guy. Oh my goodness.
It needed to be Ghost type. Come on. Wait, that's so good.
I like the design that you gave it. Like you kept the stripe, you know, with the buttons. I like how that's synced up. That is really cool.
Also, the shiny is just so good.
It's so tiny, and I love the shiny. Wait, can we talk about the Console shiny for a second?
And his shiny colors are even cooler because the original Game Boy color was purple, right? The purple one was like the default Game Boy color that you could get back in the day. So
My first guess would not be that this is a 527 base stat Pokemon with 115 speed.
Console is said to be an abandoned device from several hundred years ago. Nice. Very nice. Okay, hang on.
It's my Game Boy. It's the Game Boy that I lost. I lost my Game Boy. I can't find it anywhere. It's Console.
The waterlogged batteries inside it brought Console to life after interacting with a mysterious city light.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like the Rotom of the future.
Run, I love Console. What is this? I want Console right now.
I wish that Ghost could somehow be incorporated into this.
I like it. Feels like it should also be Ghost type as well, though. I think this is sick. This is cool. I want a Console.
Like, I need versions of Console doing different facial expressions and like showing emoji.
And I see lots of people having like a little console that hangs out with them and just wants to play games, you know?
But the idea is so clean and it's so cute.
I would like a third shiny that is like, you know, the Game Boys that are kind of transparent. You know, those ones?
but yeah, very solid design. I love the name, Console. That's a great name, but a lot better than Gamby 2.
Pokemon number 5.
Hydretinal, okay. Wait, this is so cute.
That is a wicked looking Pokemon.
Oh, it's my one. Here we go. Here we go. This is Hydretinal. And, Ron, man, you done a good job.
Hydretinal.
That is like a robotic Tentacruel, like a jellyfish Pokemon.
Ron, this is sick, man. Okay, cool. I like that the fans are like the pseudo eyes of the thing. Like,
So I can see some eyes in the bottom, but also, you know, there's a smiley face on top.
I can totally see this Pokemon being a deep sea Pokemon.
there's something really like Eldritch about this, actually. I think this is super, super cool.
These deep sea animals look very alien to us, especially like jellyfish. So this definitely gives me like alien vibes.
The shiny is very Ultra Beast coded, which I dig.
And this is probably my favorite shiny out of the bunch, you know, behind mine, of course.
I like the shiny version as well. Like, I feel like as well, like you'd have the eyes would like, if it sees a threat, they go from orange to like red. And it's like the, from Tears of the Kingdom, the Guardians.
The very, very underwater fish are biologically made to survive that pressure. So you would need very, very strong steel to survive at those depths.
A powerful Pokemon that launches water from its tendrils was integrated into the Happy 2.0 project.
It adorns a constant smile as it takes out the dirt and waters the plants of our perfect city. Okay, we have a lot of plant waterers here.
It's never happier than when it's watering greenery, but will pursue criminals for its commanding officer.
Also, this is the second kind of cop Pokemon, right? We are all in the same wavelength, I feel.
The powerful creature inside guarantees our Utopia's safety from even legendary threats. What?
And that makes sense because the stats are so high, I think. I think I know Pokemon stats. That seems pretty high.
At 527 base stat total, like that's insane, dude.
Not sure if this stats can scare off a legendary, but I can buy it.
So now it's time for the guests to give 2 points to their favorite Fakemon and an additional 1 point to their second favorite design to crown the winner.
All right, so my favorite Pokemon out of this bunch is gonna be Drizzone. Drizzone is like such a clever way to integrate steel and water type.
Okay, my favorite. I think the console is. No. Do you know what? It's nearly console. Okay.
My favorite is gonna be Found Thespian.
Guys, it's console. I'm so sorry. Console is so good.
Considering that like 3 designs were so similar, it really just goes to show how clever and creative this design was, going for like, again, the fountain statue. I absolutely love it.
Fun Thespian, I just really love it because it's such a different take. I think everyone did like a robot thing, and I think it's such a different idea. My number 1 vote is for Fun Thespian.
Now that I'm thinking more critically about it, I'm not sure if the water type is that much. Like, this is a steel ghost type, but I don't know. I looked at its face and I fell in love with console.
And then console, I think, is like my second favorite. I adore it. I think it's absolutely just so cute.
I think my second favorite is going to be Hydretinol. It's just a sick design. It's mostly a shiny version. I think a shiny version looks awesome.
Okay, second favorite, I want to say console because it's so cute, but thematically, I feel like I can't.
I would say Hydretinol. I think Hydretinol has a very cool shiny too. I really like the double faces of Hydretinol.
And I love the lore that was given to it on how it's like a guardian of the city.
It might be even better than Console, but I still love Console better. So my top 1 is Console, top 2 is Hydretinol.
And I'm gonna give second to Springler, which I think is like the best concept of the 3 floating drops water concepts.
Okay, I think this is the first time that I won. That means I can finally be part of a champions round if we do it. I think this only happened not because necessarily my design or concept was the best, but because we had 4 robots and I knew that I shouldn't make a robot, so mine just ended up looking more unique. But I'm happy because I'm really happy with how I rendered this design. But it's time for the best part of these videos. In this series, we get to show them the before and after. So let's see their reaction to the original next to the redesigns.
Okay, let's look at the original designs now. We got...
Oh, okay, this is so cool.
Okay. Oh, SmithPlays Pokemon is here. Hi, Smith. How's it going?
Okay, all right. Oh man, everyone can draw better than me.
Okay, damn, I gotta respect cecilily for the actually very clean initial mock-up.
I think Springler cooks. I know I can't vote for Springler, but I do think Springler cooks.
Also, though, True Green took that to the next level, just giving it like that spice of personality you can see like in the eye. So clean.
It kind of looks like a biblical accurate angel to me.
It's just like something really gorgeous about like how all the shapes just work. It's like a very geometrically nice drawing.
I do also really like the added sort of antennas that are like the sprinklers on top.
We have the one by SmithPlays Pokemon.
SmithPlays Pokemon. I mean...
This is an MS Paint design, but Smith, I really like that we had basically the same idea, but different, like, execution.
What's funny to me is at the bottom, when I first saw his drawing here, you've got, like, I thought it might be wind, like it's like wind elevating this little water drone, but the translation into tears makes a lot of sense. It really brings it to life.
I'm just so happy that he was able to do any justice whatsoever to my atrocity of a design.
Were they meant to be tears below it? That's my question. Is that supposed to be like air, or are they tears that then Ron interpreted as tears?
Dobbs. I love console. I am so sorry.
I mean, Dobbs one got brought to life so perfectly. That is exactly it.
Dobbs, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any disrespect. Also, your drawing is so good, okay? Look at my drawing. Look at yours.
I don't think it makes a lot of sense as a water type, but I do love it. And your drawing is very cute.
I feel like Dobbs had like Game Boy Luke's channel open, just went, oh, there's the Luke Game Boy, and then went, but water type, and I think it's good. I think it works.
And then we got Lorekeeper Toby, of course, with the most intricate design here.
Oh my god, Lorekeeper Toby original design looks like a horror creature. It's like crazy.
I do also like the color rework that True Green did for Toby's.
The dark blue, it's definitely working better than the gray, and I think that the face it's a little bit more game freaky.
Wow, you changed my dude a lot, actually. You really did change up mine. Did you not like it?
Oh my gosh! True Green made the one that I voted as my favorite. That's so funny.
Like, I'm not sure if you saw everything before designing yours, but I think yours was the one that like kind of jumped more outside of the box of trying to design a robot.
That was awesome, Ron. I love seeing my Pokemon come to life.
This is so fun. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this, okay?
I love drawing myself. I actually draw all the time. We got a lot of anime stuff that I draw that I've watched in the past, like Death Note or Dragon Ball, of course, or, you know, Vegeta. I draw a lot of Dragon Balls, so.
Thank you. Bye.
I need to learn how to draw better. Phoebe!
Thank you to the YouTubers for participating, and thank you for watching. Hopefully we can make a part 6 if you guys like and watch this video enough. Please check the description for the links to these awesome creators, and for the music I used, the t-shirts I made for you guys, and my social medias, where you can see sneak peeks for all the art I make. But consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a YouTube member to receive cool rewards like seeing my videos days early and discounts on merch. I'll see you guys very soon.